the key events we have seen this week, starting off with the Canadian dollar. Some big moves for CAD across the board after the central bank, the Bank of Canada, unexpectedly hiked by 25 basis points, taking the base rate to 1%. Analysts were expecting for that to remain unchanged, but the economy can withstand a hike. It's moving in a direct direction. We've seen over 7 months of consecutive growth, inflation creeping higher, the labour market is buoyant, so they can withstand this hike. And Canada are really outperforming some of the other economies across the globe, which is really good. In terms of what this means going forward for the Canadian dollar, well, over the short term, there most certainly is some further strength to come across the board. If we look at loonie specifically, dollar CAD, it does look subject to even more downside, some further moves south, with eyes on a break of 120 ultimately to head further lower within that region. But be aware for just the fact that we've dropped off so much, over 2.5 cents now, for any pullback before a further move south. So just keep that in mind, guys. Looking over in Europe then, the ECB was in the spotlight this week, Mario Draghi. So they did keep set rates unchanged there as expected in policy. No change in QE or any reductions of that for the time being. They did say likely to be in place until the end of the year, December, and they could push that or extend that as long as the economy requires it to do so. Their main issue is obviously prices remaining subdued. Nevertheless, in terms of the actual press conference, guys, it was erratic in terms of the pricing, initially heading south, then back north, but ultimately the euro did remain firm. The real takeaways for us as such: GDP 2017, real GDP being revised higher by the ECB, which is good. They still see solid recovery for the bloc, so quite upbeat there. The general tone wasn't as dovish as some analysts were expecting, which is why the euro really did help hold its ground. And in terms of comments surrounding the currency appreciation, Draghi did really dance around those questions and essentially refused to essentially answer, hence why the bulls really pushed the euro back up towards those highs of around 120.60 plus. So in terms of what to expect going forward for the euro, it is holding very firm at the moment, just because the economic picture as such is looking great. What I would say is we're going to gather further clarity on tapering next meeting in October, as pretty much signalled by Draghi. So until then, does look like Euro North. Lastly, looking on the geopolitical side of things, it is very much still heightened between both North Korea and US. I think it's as heightened as it's going to get. The tensions are very much flared. It is at the moment a matter of fact of the fact that each country, both North Korea and US, are flexing their muscles, who can scare the other one the most, essentially. China, North Korea's greatest ally, have actually stepped in, and they actually agree with any actions taken against North Korea by the UN and the global economies at the moment, because it is getting a bit silly now. They are causing a lot of instability in the markets. We have seen flights to safe haven, as I've mentioned over the last couple of weeks now. The yen is really strengthening, as such the Swiss franc. What I would say is, guys, is, as I say, we're very unlikely to see any war. It would be very stupid of each nation, to be honest, if they started something. But what I would say is, with the strength that we're seeing at the moment in yen, see that as potentially a selling opportunity, because this is unlikely to last. It will sort of start to disappear and calm down. So do see that as potentially selling opportunity. Other than that, that's it from me, guys. I hope you've had a smashing trading week, and I look forward to bringing the key events next week. Thank you.